Okay.
What's up, girl?
Honey, I was sitting around going, okay, Empire's off. What do I do now? And you know what I did though?
What?
I just watched it again.
What?
and then I started going, okay, I need to find out everything I need to know about. I want to know about Empire. And so we know that Brashear Gray and Jussie Smollett came to town.
Oh, yes. That was really interesting because Jussie, who plays Jamal.
Yes. Oh, Jamal.
Someone had asked him when he came to town, when will the show be back?
Yeah.
He had said something about early fall because they want to tape in the summer.
Okay.
Right. And then Lucius, who is Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard, yeah.
He just opened up his Twitter account about 6 days ago.
Right, I know.
Has 47,000 followers, but he's only following 26 people.
Well, yeah.
And Mariah Carey, Queen Latifah, the Empire writer that you interviewed, Wendy Calhoun, and the entire Empire cast, but only 26 people he's following. But anyway, he had tweeted out yesterday afternoon that talking about season 2 beginning in September, and then he cushions it though and says, "My guess that is."
Right.
So,
well, see, we know that he is prone to, how can I say it, slips of the mouth. Because he's the one who says it's okay for his friends to use the N-word around him. So I don't know. I don't know.
That was a nice slip.
But
that's still about 5 or 6 months away. So.
But but they're doing so much. Like, they've got the soundtrack out, and it was #1, so people have that.
And it is nice.
And it's on constant rotation in my car. It's really nice. My kid loves it. And then Terrence has a series on Fox starting in May.
Oh, no.
Yeah, called Wayward Pines. I can't wait to.
I want to see it too.
Well, I've got the first couple of episodes from our friends at Fox, and I'm going to give them to you, and we'll watch them together, and we'll hang out and see.
Oh, that's great.
Because it looks supernatural, which, I love that type of stuff.
Yeah, but I was
thinking, my wheelhouse.
I wonder how this is going to go because we know him as Lucius. And when I see him on TV, I'm ready for Lucius. So it is going to be interesting to see how his new little show goes.
Maybe he'll be Lucius. Maybe he'll be Lucius or Lucifer. Or
maybe. But
he'll be the devil. He'll be Lucifer.
I do like the Empire creators and these writers. They know this Empire is hot still, and they want to keep it going. I noticed that at Empire Fox, that's their hashtag for the official Twitter for the show. They've been tweeting out video clips of the show, watch and everything. So I thought that was,
and they also had like Gabrielle Sidibe do the top oh my God moments, like she takes you through all of them. But other than that, what they're also doing is this platform has allowed the stars to be seen in other places and people to go back and see where they've seen them before. Like Trey Byers was in Antoine Fisher, so was Derek Luke. And then Taraji P. Henson, Cookie, is getting ready to host Saturday Night Live on April 11th.
Are you serious?
Yes. And the only thing I'm mad about that is the musical guest could have been everybody that was on Empire. Instead of that, it's Mumford & Sons.
Really?
Yeah, I know. Missed opportunity.
Oh, I just noticed on the Empire Writers Twitter page, they say, because they haven't tweeted in a few days, I guess. They say the Empire Writers...
They're tired. Wouldn't you be tired?
I know, but we need them to rest because they said the Empire Writers are taking a short Twitter break. We'll be back when it's time to start writing. Empire Fox Season 2, exclamation mark. Yeah. Well, I'm excited, but so they might be off of Twitter for a while. So
right.
I caught up on the Slack, but you know what is interesting? And anyone that...
And get this, wait a minute. They focused on the black woman. So it helped it fit right in without feeling having.
Fill that void. But you know what I noticed too?
I cracked myself up.
I don't know what happened with the slap, but I had the DVR set as a lot of other people on social media. About 2 weeks ago, somehow it dropped.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happened. And there's people on Twitter saying, whatever happened with the slap, or on Facebook, whatever happened to the slap.
And then I had to go find them on demand.
The NBC website, and they're there. So I reset the DVR, and I don't know how.
And there was like no explanation.
There was no explanation. But anyway, they're there, so let's talk about the slap.
Yeah.
Because I am caught up on the slap, and I hope you are too.
Oh, yes, I am, because that episode was...
Okay.
I liked it. She's my favorite character.
I like it too.
She's the only character I don't want to line up in that line where I slap everybody.
And I think we only have, it's an 8-part miniseries.
Right, so it's 2 more episodes.
And it basically centers around this Guy at a party getting tired of this bratty kid, and he slaps him.
And it's Thursday night, so it's a nice calm down from Empire.
Right. It's
what
right
it
before
is.
Friday, loosens you up.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the Dr. Aisha. I think
Aisha's her name.
Her husband is the brother of the slapper.
Yes.
They've had this idea,
cousins.
Cousins. They've had this idea of family. She goes to a conference, and next thing I know, she's having an affair, or she was about to
have some relations.
But then she discovers his wedding ring falls out of his pants, and he is laid on the floor. So she leaves. She's married too. I don't know why she was put out about that, because he's married.
Because any woman, if you tell her directly, she feels like she's more in control. If she finds out, I don't know if that was if she finds out, then that's a breach of trust. If you give me the choice up front, your chances might be 50-50. But if I had to find out on my own, your chances are nil.
I guess it would have went over better with me if she wasn't married herself.
Well, yeah.
But you know what? So anyway, the good thing about her leaving, hubby shows up unexpected at the hotel.
At the hotel.
Ooh, that would have been
driving that beat up car. But I mean, she's still, to me, the most likable character. And I even liked her. I liked her even more after her slight dalliance with this old friend of hers, because it harkened to her past, because she said there were two of her. She was this good time girl.
Okay.
And she realizes now, no, she's about her family. And my thing was, old dude, my immediate thought, and I laughed at myself, was this: what was so important in that bathroom? Because if he had never gone to the bathroong, he'd had.
I found that very
right.
interesting. Now, if it was
he should have held that.
They're at the height of love making.
They're at the height of passion.
She's ready. He says, "I gotta take a potty break."
Right before injection, please.
I mean, but it was the weirdest thing about it was like, he got to take a body break for now. And I guess if it was a woman, maybe she wants to put birth control in or something. But that was bizarre.
Because I'm like, what? Does he have an IUD?
But you know what? It was confession day on the slab.
It was.
Because her husband, Hector, he confesses that he's been getting it on, or at least kissing the teenage babysitter. But who's still in high school, by the way. I didn't realize that.
I love the fact that she says, "What are you gaining by telling me this?" Like, she didn't go. She went off in a nice way. Like when she told him off, she could have ended it with a snap, but she didn't. But her main question was, "Why are you telling me this now?"
Right.
And he didn't tell her. If he had told her, I think it would have gone better. I'm telling you this now because when it's going to come out, and when it comes out, it's not going to be good. He didn't make the same mistake that the guy who messed up in the bedroom. But then once he
confessed with the little teenager, then all of a sudden she confesses that she was making out with this other guy. It was a day of confession.
They're too honest, but it's all about character studies, and that's why I like this show. It feels slow, but another thing that gets me, why do they keep bringing stuff to her job? That's not what you do. Don't bring your drama to the job.
Well, yeah.
And they're bringing it to her.
Right. It's
because
all
she happens because she happens to have an office. They show up at her job all the time. She's trying to heal the meth addict down the hall.
Or the guy that just has HIV and then left. I mean, that was just...
That's what I'm saying. She's trying to help out the HIV guy and the meth addict down the hall, and she's got to close the door again. He jumped bail last time. He might jump out this time. And she's like, no, I got to take care of this.
I can't hold off anymore. We have to talk about Tyler Perry's The Haves and Have-Nots. Are you caught up? Please tell me you are caught up.
I am so caught up. Wait a minute. Ray was mad at me because I got him watching it now. Like, he couldn't wait. He's like, I haven't seen this show. Because it's crazy.
Okay, I have mixed views on it. And my husband feels the same way because we watched it together.
Mixed views, Same here, watched it together.
We'll test this. They have strayed too far away to me. It was clunky.
Yeah.
It was crammed just for shock appeal.
It was crammed just for shock appeal.
Veronica, the one that was the strong, female attorney, and she was straight up, didn't take no. All of a sudden,
now she's throwing her poontang and Benny.
All of a sudden, In one episode, they had her reveal that she's a pill popper. She's an alcoholic.
Yeah.
She's obviously had psychological issues because he was talking about, do I need to take you back to see Dr. So-and-so?
Yeah.
Pretty loose, one night stand with young Benny.
But why is he being...
And she's a apparent fire starter, too, because she started a fire on her hubby's bed.
Why is her husband being stupid? You know she's unstable, and she says to you, if you stay here, you know, if you stay here, you're going to be good. Something's going to happen to you in the morning.
Girl, he was asleep. He must have been cuddled up to a teddy bear. He was out laughing so hard.
But I wouldn't have been that comfortable
so
in that house with her.
Around the bed.
Yeah.
Pours it around the bed. Lights a match, and of course it goes, okay, so that's that.
And then she goes and sits outside on the stoop.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then she's smoking too, though.
Now,
so that was another thing.
Benny's good looking.
Benny's fine.
But Benny's not fine enough for women just to be throwing cars at him like that.
Oh yeah, Benny got another car last night.
Women just giving him free cars.
Oh, you could have the car. It was too much to me. And then we had Candace, whose little son, he looks about 4 or 5 maybe. All of a sudden he comes back with crazy Quincy. He's crazier than I thought. Quincy's trying to figure out where Candace is. He holds the kid up or holds him down by his feet. Kid is screaming.
But Benny kicked Quincy to sleep. It was just hilarious.
I was glad that he
sad,
did his butt.
But hilarious. I'm tired of all the violence. Y'all need to calm down on the violence on the TV.
But you know what? And I don't know your feelings about have-nots. I mean, finally we get to bury, what's the little girl that committed suicide in the beginning?
Amanda.
Amanda. The whole series has been about, this whole season has been about 3 days long. That started with her killing herself. Finally, the burial. And actually, we didn't get to the burial.
No, we still didn't get to it. They just talked about it.
The season closer was Tuesday for the season.
Yeah.
So we'll have to wait till next time, I guess.
Maybe it'll open with the funeral.
Why is it dragging so slow?
I don't know. I don't know.
And then all of a sudden we get have-nots, and we got a 3 days season.
I think it's because what we said before is one person doing too many things. Tyler, honey, you are not an octopus. Just get some help. Trust some people. Scandal's ratings. I saw a headline. They're the lowest they've ever been.
Oh.
And
that doesn't surprise me. It's warranted.
It's warranted.
Yeah.
And maybe it was the whole Ferguson thing that kind of people like, I'm kind of done with this. Because I thought maybe the ratings would go back up because people were jonesing for something after Empire. But no, people who left it seem to have left it for good.
They were desperate. In February, they had Olivia Pope, a black woman, being auctioned off.
I know.
During Black History Month. Then we get Ferguson.
And she, remember, the thing that made me go away was when she used the underwire from her bra to pick the... I just can't.
And then even this recent on Wednesday's episode.
I can't stop laughing.
I know. That was great. But on Wednesday's episode, she had a one-night stand, which was so out of character. But boy, was he fine. Who was that actor?
Why am I blanking?
He played in other Tyler Perry shows.
Right,
he played in,
I'm so blanking.
He played in that show about Daddy's Girls.
Yeah, he's
Daddy's Girls.
Yeah, I just can't think.
Oh, anyway, we gotta look him up.
Because it wasn't Idris.
I hope he comes back. I hope he's not a one-night stand.
It wasn't Idris, because if it had been him, I'd have been glued to my TV.
We would have known that.
We would have known all about that.
But anyway, so she has a one-night stand, which is so out of character for Olivia Pope. Where's our strong woman? Where's our...
A friend of mine made a really good point, one which I made before, to people around me, was that Scandal was great as long as she was this in-control woman who was a fixer. Her personal life might have been a mess, but she was fixing everybody else's.
Now she's hallucinating and everything.
Now she's the problem.
Well, I don't like that.
No,
and I
can
see why ratings have dropped. Hux, all of a sudden, I mean, I know he was a tough guy, but did you see him kill that girl?
I know.
It was just a reflex action. He took that knife. I thought that was bad.
It made me turn to the news because they were doing some crazy stuff, and we got enough crazy stuff in the real world.
Well, let's talk about a little more realistic on Scandal. The First Lady running for Senate? I thought First Lady was a busy person. I thought she had a job to do, too, in the White House.
Well, Hillary.
Well, Hillary's running. But she was still First Lady.
She ran for Senate right after?
But right after. She's trying to run while she's physically in the White House as First Lady.
Bless her heart. What you think? Hillary did that, too. They just weren't loud about it. But, women in power. The Dallas County DA, Susan Hawk, fires another person. I'm not liking where this is going. It feels like as my as some people in my family would say, it feels like we're trading the devil for the witch. Like we traded the devil for the witch.
And these are the two people that were in the news complaining about are two people that she actually brought on or that she kept in her administration, and they were just saying, "Oh my God, she's all in control." So we got to see where this one goes.
There's two sides to every story. I can't wait for the stories that are going to come because our crack reporting teams are all over it.
But you know what?
So
in Thursday's Dallas Morning News, I was really stuck on this pilot lockdown of Cockpit. I actually read it on DallasNews.com today, which is, if you have the app for that, it's great.
Yeah.
Because
they're talking suicide. But why take everybody with you? I've always thought that. You don't have to take everybody. It's really sad.
Very sad.
It's another thing that we're just going to have to watch. But I do like the fact that they're learning stuff much quicker on this than they did with the other flights that crashed or disappeared or whatever.
Thank God we know where the plane's at for everything.
I know.
The last two
That's
been
the
in
big
the water
thing.
and
and then like the Highland Park, the kid from Highland Park that went to OU and he apologized. But it was, to me, the one thing missing from him was, who taught you this?
He didn't want to answer that.
Did your dean of pledges teach you this? Because if that's the case, then this is a systemic thing, and it needs to be addressed at the source.
That question was asked.
During
his event yesterday.
But he would not
answer. He said he wanted to stay focused on the now instead of how they got there.
But it seemed all staged. You walking in holding hands with black people.
He's young, I mean, it doesn't excuse anything, but
he was doing as they do. Is what, and it's like they say, if you see one jump into the ocean, and you go.
But in all of this, it's lesson learned.
Yeah.
And I'm around a lot of young adults teaching college, and sometimes they do dumb things.
Sometimes they do dumb things.
They really
and like
do.
I said, I think it just reveals a character thing where a lot of those kids who were there were followers and not leaders.
Learned all around for him, for other people that have thought about this or have done this. It was lesson learned.
Yeah, and now I talked about what we are trying to watch to fill the void that Empire has left.
Yes.
Jamal, I love you, but
Jamal,
right? But it's like what I figured that I'm gonna give Power another chance. Power to me always it takes itself too seriously with its themes and murder, kill, murder, death, kill, and just so much stuff. It takes itself too seriously. But they threw some shade at Empire when they brought up an ad during Empire that says empires are built on power. And it's like, come on, dog.
And they need to watch.
Right.
I haven't watched Power, but they need to be careful.
You're on a cable network, stars that only 30% or even less of U.S. households have. So number one, you're not going to reach the heights. You're just not going to.
I might have to check
that
out.
They do have Amari Hardwick, and he is worth watching. I could do without 50 Cent. Actually, I love 50 as a rapper, but I don't know about that.
Can he act?
He's all right. He's not bad. I do like his straight-to-DVD movies. You should check out some of them. In fact, I have some at home. I'll bring some of them into you. Girl, I love some of them.
Really?
Yes. He's writing them. He's producing them. He's even directing some. And he's got real names like De Niro and.
I guess there's some talent there.
Yeah, he's just. Well, I mean, I think most rappers can have dual lives if they wanted to because.
I mean, look at Will Smith.
Yeah, the metaphorical talents they have to rise to the top. But Power is coming back for season 2 in June, and they've already released the
You know what would be cool? You know what would be cool? Maybe people can reach out to us. Your Twitter handle at Don Burks.
At Don Burks.
Yeah. What are you watching? What should we be watching?
What should we be watching? Because I'm curious. Because like I said, what Empire did was make me go out and seek out other shows that have predominantly black cast, and maybe I forgot about in my normal viewing. Because, I mean, The Game, I'm all in, and I'm watching reruns as far back as season 3.
Well, but you know what, the good thing about this break from Empire, we are able to get some people that did not get on the bandwagon. Yeah. Then we can get them caught up and ready for season 2. I'm actually having a little get together at my house this weekend just to bring some of the Girl Scout members in who just missed out and get them caught up. Anyway, I got to get back to work, girl.
Yeah, I know. We got to go. I just got a message from somebody. So,
all right, till next time.
Maybe I'll let my hair back down.
All right, girl. Talk to you later.
All right, bye.
Bye.